What's going on, everyone? Today is Tuesday. Homework assignment 57. Objective: I can solve problems involving markups and discounts. We spoke about markups and discounts a while ago, and now we're going to take a look at a couple strategies we can use when we are calculating markups and discounts. All right. So here's our vocabulary. We have a markup, and a markup is the amount a price is increased. So sometimes stores will mark up items. Let's say if they buy an item and they want to resell it, they want to make a profit. So they will mark up an item. A discount is the amount a price is decreased. And the selling price is the amount a customer pays for an item. So whenever you see maybe you're asked for the selling price, or maybe they're talking about the selling price, that's the amount that the customer is going to buy it for, whether the item is discounted or whether the item is marked up. Okay? So just keep those three in mind. Make sure you get those down. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at a couple strategies we can use when we're solving problems with markups. So we're being asked to find the selling price if a store pays $42 for a pair of inline skates and the markup is 25%. Okay, so that means that the store is going to sell this item for more than $42. Okay, so two strategies that we can use, and I'll change them up by color. So we'll start in red for the first strategy. So one thing that we have already been doing is we can find whatever 25% of 42 is and then add that to 42 to find what the selling price is. So how would we do that? So we could take 42, and if I want to find what 25% of 42 is, we can use proportions, equations. I recommend we multiply 42 times 25% as a decimal, which is 0.25. And I'm going to use my calculator. 42 times 0.25 gives me 10.5. So that means that 25% of 42 is 10.5. From here, I'm going to take 42 and I'm going to add it to 10.5 because that's how much the skates are being marked up, which would give us $52.50. So that would be the selling price, $52.50. Okay, so again, just to recap, I multiplied 42 times 0.25 to get me whatever 25% of 42 is. It gave me 10.5. Next, I took this 42 and I added it to 10.5 to give me 52.5. Okay, and that's what we have there. So $52.50 is that marked up price. So that's one strategy that we can use. I'm going to show us a second strategy. So a second strategy that you can use to solve a problem like this when you're dealing with markups is instead of multiplying 42 times 0.25, I can multiply 42 times 1.25. And it's basically the same thing that we see above. When I multiply 42 times the 1, I get 42. Multiply 42 times the 0.25, I get 10.5. But when I multiply it by 1.25, meaning those two values together, I'm going to get 42 plus 10.5. So let's see what happens. So 42 times that 1.25, 42 times 1.25, and you can check with your calculator. Notice it will give you $52.50. All right, that's where the markup comes in. All right, so either one of these strategies is effective when we're dealing with markups. It's going to be slightly different when we see discounts, but this is what we can use when we're dealing with markups. Let's take a look at the second problem. Find the selling price if a store. Click here. Find the selling price if a store pays $75 for a bike and the markup is 40%. All right, same deal. We can use either of those two strategies. So I'm going to use the first strategy that we saw. So 75 times 40% as a decimal is 0.40. 75 times 0.4 is 30. All right. And then I can add 75 plus 30 is equal to $105. All right. So remember, that was that first strategy that we used. Or we can go with the second strategy because we're dealing with a markup. I can take 75 times not just 0.4, but 1.40. And what is that going to be equal to? $105. Okay. If you don't quite understand that just yet, ask me to go over. I'm going to go over it tomorrow, and I'm going to test everyone out and see how you feel about it. But we'll go over it. We'll take a look at it, and just to get an idea of how exactly that does work. Okay. Maybe when we see the discounts in the next couple of problems, it might make a little bit more sense. But let's go ahead and see. Let's see if the discount helps us at all. So those two problems dealt with markups. Now let's see what we're going to do when we're finding a discount. All right. Summer Sports is having a sale. Volleyball has an original price of $59. It is on sale for 65% off the original price. Find the sale price of the volleyball. Okay. Original price is $59. It's on sale, meaning that you're going to pay less for it, for 65% off the original price, and find the sale price of the volleyball. All right. So let's do it. Similar strategy to what we saw before. I'll change up my colors for this. I'm going to take that $59 and I'm going to multiply it by 0.65, just like I did before, times the decimal version of 65%, which is 0.65. And that will give me 59 times 0.65, which is $38.35. All right, $38.35. Well, now it's not a markup, so they're not charging more for it. They're going to charge less. The money is coming off. So then I'm going to take that $59 and then I'm going to subtract $38.35. And what will that give me? 59 minus 38.35. It's going to give me a selling price of $20.65 because it was sold cheaper, right? It was a discount. So that means that you are getting a better deal as the buyer of this object, right? The sale price is $20.65. Okay? Let's see how we can use that second strategy and note the differences between the two. So, I'm going to use a similar idea to what we saw before, but I need to do something first. So if we're talking 65% off an item, if it's a discount, then that means that I'm only going to pay for 35% of that item. And let's see where I get that from. 100% minus 65% is equal to 35%. So I'm only going to pay for 35% of whatever that original price was, because I'm taking 65% away from that item. So I'm going to take 59 and multiply it by the decimal version of 35%, which is 0.35. And that would give me, you guessed it, $20.65. Okay. If this doesn't quite make sense to you yet, use this strategy right up here. Okay. If it doesn't quite make sense to you yet, use that strategy right up the top. Okay. But we will go over both of them. I think that the bottom one is a good strategy to just kind of keep in your back pocket. It's good, nice, and efficient to know. But if it doesn't quite make sense to you, use the top one, because that one should definitely make sense to you. Last one. If I can get to it. Last one here. Let's take a look. A magazine subscription has a cover price of $35. It is on sale for 67% off the original price. Find the sale price of the magazine subscription. All right, let's do it. So I'm going to take that 35 and I'm going to multiply it by 0.67 times 0.67. 0.67 is equal to $23.45. All right, equal to $23.45. All right, so because it is a discount, it's on sale, then I'm going to take that original price and subtract $23.45 to give me minus 23.45, $11.55. cents. All right. Again, that's that kind of main strategy where we could see all of the ideas and stuff like that. Then we're going to use that secondary strategy. We're talking about 0.67%. So that means that I'm only going to pay for 33%, right? And let's see where I'm getting that 33%. 100% minus 67% is equal to, and just to make sure my math is right, minus 67, yep, is 33. So 33%, meaning I'm going to take that original price, which is 35, multiply it by 0.33, and what will I get? $11.55. Okay, so two strategies I showed. I was showing for markups and discounts. Use the one that is best suited for you, whichever one you are more comfortable with. Give those practice problems a try. All right, make sure you're getting that practice in. If you don't understand something, as always, jot it down. Ask me the next day in class. I love answering these math questions. Okay. All right. Get to that practice, and I'll see y'all next time.